What's up, Jeremiah? It's pretty good so far. I think the only thing I really have a problem with in this update is shared burden. Janice that she had sexy combo. Maybe just hit him with the static loss. That perk. Really just it's only on dock. Like, the perk itself isn't that great. Dylan had a gen that was pretty close to popping. Must be this one. Ah, damn things. In a minute since I've been able to say I pressed that part. I don't know when the last time was that I read that part. I wonder what the last one is. That sucked. He got put into it through him. Jin's pretty close. I think, I don't know. I didn't really pay attention if like Merciless Storm already went off on it and it got popped, or if it just hasn't reached that much yet. I just try to not path to where he is. I think he's that way. that I didn't go ahead and put full pine on this thing. Oh yeah, I have no enough pine. Shot. Can't dead art after your shot. I really like that effect that they do on Moris now, where like it's supposed to be so that stuff doesn't get in the way of the Mori. It seems like a lot of times it like messes up the floor during a Mori. Didn't even know he had Lullaby, and so lost it early. I never really got like the double calm thing. Like, I know it makes it to where your tear radius is bigger when you're holding Static Blast. You're supposed to like go with the whole unnerving thing, but like I feel like you're better off just doing like double iridescent. And like Distressing got, I guess, buffed this update. It went from like 26% to 30%, which is odd, because it still doesn't really do anything on its own, and that number change doesn't really change anything. Like, if you're running it, you're still running it, and for the most part, most people weren't running it, and they still aren't going to. It's crazy they made this 100% though. I'm really curious to see what that looks like. I should have just risked it when he broke line of sight when I was in the freezer room. We might as well risk it there. I have Iron Will, I could try to just make distance.
now.
I'll take those fingers for a pound.
I wonder if they even had a hill to use balanced on that side of the map. You can get hills on that map, but it's kind of just RNG. I don't know why she let go. I would have traded. Because of the perks I have, trade wouldn't have played out like it usually would. It wouldn't have been to where like she hits me and gets the down and then she'd go after her. Okay, I would be able to pull off fast enough to where she could actually body block, but I would have hoped that she didn't. But just because of how fast the unhook is with this, I would have been able to get the unhook on her and then actually move away from the hook. Or I could just run opposite side of the map, like opposite from the door, like stay on that side of the map. No way she can't get both of us.
Ugh. This is your champion.
I am really good at this. You should be too. I'm the jump master. No pressure, me.
Thanks for making me look good in front of my team.
Hold your breath, if you have to breathe. I'm crafting.
First blood.
All right, let's do this thing.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
We're inside the ring. Got the positional advantage. Tag the cargo by.
Backpack here. Level 4.
I need it. Got a vote.
Here I go.
Thank you.
You got it, brother.
Attention. Evo harvesters are online. Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Frag out.
Right here.
Frag out.
Let's do it.
I am taking fire, friends. Grappling. Giving my shield a recharge.
All right, attack right here.
Making contact with enemy. Reloading. Contact with enemy. Giving my shields a recharge.
Reloading.
Taking damage over here. Enemy shield cracked.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Another frag.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Enemy shield.
Reloading.
Spotted. Double timing it.
Repairing.
Broken enemy shield.
I'm hit. Could use some help. I'm taking the shot. One controlling some cover for my
I have been down.
A broken enemy shield.
I'm
reloading.
Got company, people.
You'll be all right. I gotcha.
That was the last one. They just dropped from exhaustion. Alternating here.
repairing.
Healing. Watch my back.
Healing. Watch my back.
Heal battery here. Gotta heal. Taking a knee.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Watch out for the new kill leader, friend. Setting up a zipline. Hostile spotted. Arc star out.
I'm hit.
Please, Patrick, please. Put your life, bro.
Using my Phoenix kit.
Yeah, hold another team, shut up.
Safety's off, folks. Enemy spotted.
Replicator there for all your human needs. Get ready, it's zipline time. I'm flying.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Phew, inside the next ring. I love this.
Replicator being delivered.
Replicator incoming, friends. Get ready. I'm coming. Get ready. I'm coming for you, friend. Picked up our friend's banner. We can bring him back. Spawn beacon. Target spotted. Down. A new level means it's upgrade time for the King Machine. That's
Yeah, that really scratched the itch.
I'm getting shot.
Give my shields a recharge.
Let's go on in.
We're inside the ring. One less thing to worry about.
Hey, Starbutter. How's your night been?
Package being delivered.
Care package incoming. Y'all earned this. Just watch your backs.
Trolling out respawn beacon for us.
Here I come, back from the sky. I've selected an upgrade. Thanks to you, I'm alive because I've been turned back on.
Hey, look at these, brothers.
Thank you. My ultimate is ready. Woohoo!
Round 3. Begin
Yeah, my Thanksgiving was pretty good. How about yours?
routine stocking complete.
Two other squads left.
Attention.
Stay focused. Still anyone dead?
Max level. Gee, I'm the best. They're dropping a replicator.
Thanks.
Happy to help, friend.
It's been alright. I've only played one match. I was on Dead by Daylight for like 5 hours, and then I got off for a little bit, but then I got back on.
Found a boat check here.
Look at these, brothers.
I was gonna say, I'm like, dang, did they take everything out of my death box to the point where like it despawned?
Giving my shields
No,
a
it's
recharge.
just right here.
Setting up. Let's regroup here. I don't want to lose touch with my friends.
I don't know why I jumped down. Like I thought the rev was gonna get up there, but still, I should have stayed up there since the thing was up.
Giving him the chimney. Hold tight. I got your back.
Did he just right up there?
I got you.
Give my shields a
He
recharge.
got you. He got you.
Your help is very helpful.
The
Solid,
other
bro.
team to rest.
Healing. Watch my back.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Bring it.
We're inside the ring. Got the positional advantage.
Replicator incoming, friends.
This Mastiff is so awkward to use. Just because like it shoots so slow.
Hostile right
But I
here.
mean, it hits like crazy hard. There's a spot on this window that you can shoot through. Oh, well, not if they have. Catalyst and ramp.
Could use some
I
help.
got stuck.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Wonder who the third is.
Enemy shield. Putting light down range.
Taking fire, friends. Recharging shield. Reloading.
The Eva shoots faster but doesn't hit as hard. And the Mastiff is like... It hits a lot harder, but it shoots slower. For the majority of Apex, it was like Eva shot the fastest but hit the least hard. And Mastiff was in between that and the PK. Because like, I mean, the PK still shoots slower than the Mastiff, but it just doesn't, and it technically it does hit harder. But the Mastiff has been buffed to a point where like, it's just the best shotgun basically. Like, the PK doesn't hit hard enough to make up for how much slower it shoots than a Mastiff right now. But yeah, it's like Eva's like more forgiving. So you have way more ammo, and the spread is kind of wide. It's like very consistent. But then with the Mastiff, it's like it's easy to miss a shot, or to like hit for like a low number. but at the same time, it can really easily two-tap people. And then, like, the Mastiff I was using there, that's the one from the Void pack, or like the Void Ticks. And that one's like a version of basically how it was when the game first came out, where like it's a care package weapon and it shoots slower, but it hits even harder than what it usually would. The other gun that's kind of similar to Eva is if you do like dual Mozams. They have like what, like 10 shots and they hit for 45 to the body. But they can get hammer point, so they can hit even harder if you have someone cracked. They're pretty similar to an Eva. I think they have a little more, yeah, they have like a more of an effective range. Like they can shoot a little further. They used to be able to shoot a lot further and hit for way more, but they nerfed that recently. Which guns have you been using? Flatline's pretty good. Flatline was like the best assault rifle for a pretty long time. Because it used to be like 301 would, you know, shoot faster, but it didn't hit as hard. And it had like really easy recoil to control. And then the Flatline was like harder to control recoil, and it shot a little slower, but it hit like so much harder than what it does now. Like if it was a body shot, it hit harder, but then like definitely headshots. It used to hit so hard for headshots. Like the Flatline, I want to say at one point it could hit you for like maybe 30 to like I want to say it was like 30 to like 32, maybe 33 or something on a headshot. So it was like you would just lose a big chunk of health if you got hit even once in the head by it. But it got nerfed. It's like it got nerfed, and then kind of like ARs overall got nerfed, and and then the other thing was like Flatline used to have like crazy accurate hip fire, but they nerfed that, and then they like nerfed the headshot multiplier on all the ARs, and then they also buffed the helmets to reduce your headshot damage even more. So it's not as crazy as it used to be. Yeah, Flatline was probably like my favorite gun for quite a while.
Time to win and stay alive.
Yeah, our R3's pretty good right now. I think last season, they increased the mag by like,
This is your champion.
I want to say like maybe like 4 bullets or something. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but I don't know. It feels like it shoots way longer now, so it's kind of nice. I was really surprised because like they didn't really mess with the 301 for a long time. It was kind of just like a buff out of nowhere. I feel like I shouldn't land here. Okay. I know there's one thing. Just one person?
Contact.
Oh, there's a file.
We killed the last member. Good work, team. I leveled up. To the upgrades. First blood made by us.
I'm surprised to see a Seer. He's like, I was playing him earlier and I was just like, man, there's like no point in playing him. He's,
Picked an upgrade.
I feel like
friend.
Seer probably is the weakest legend in the game right now.
I'm crafting. Champion out.
Evo harvesters are now available.
Spotted what we science folk call a body.
I'm flying.
I've never played CSGO, but I've seen people play a little bit.
Fancy a stroll this way? Oh my stars! An extended supply bin here.
I do remember seeing people use the
Check your map.
AK a lot.
Reloading. Giving my shields a recharge. Keep eyes on the new kill leader. Get ready. It's zipline time. Giving my shields a recharge. Great. Already inside the ring.
Something hit her for on that last shot. I wonder how much damage I hit her for in that last shot.
Did you
I
like
didn't-
my moves? My
didn't think
grapple
it
is
was
really
much.
useful.
I must have missed most of the shot. Yeah, they were all just chilling in there with like, I think they all had mastiffs. It was definitely not a fight that I would push like that if I was in ranked, but in pubs kind of like just whatever. It's crazy that they had Lifeline Gibby Newcastle with a bunch of shotguns in pubs. Yeah, that's probably how most games went when I first started. I think that, like, especially when I was playing pubs, I think the thing that would keep me from dying straight off in ranked was that I would try to land away from people pretty much. Like, I didn't want to fight people at the start at all. I pretty much would play ranked like I was playing real life, like I had one life. I wasn't trying to fight till the very last team pretty much. I would try to like get heals, you know, get whatever loot I needed. And then run into zone and try to like find a good building to just defend. And I'd usually go on a character like Caustic, or I'd play like some Bang, but I guess I played Gibby too, but like A lot of Caustic. Just 'cause, like, Caustic was the best defensive legend back then. I played Crypto too, but he was kind of hard to play in rank, especially like soloing.
Introducing your champion.
Dinna fash yourself, 'cause I'm the best. Got you on my side.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to like,
Ooh, boy, this was
even
rough
if
for
you
you.
lose like in a fight or you get, well, whatever happens like if you lose, to try to like figure out what it was. That way, you try to keep it from happening again.
Keep your eyes peeled.
A lot of people.
Enemy landed near me. They just can't resist me, can they?
Enemy down. Sorry you're dying today.
Is she getting shot in the back? That's a teammate.
Don't be embarrassed. It happens to everyone sometimes.
I didn't realize that the Gibby went down to Skyhook. Oh, you check back on OBS? Yeah, I used to, before when I would like, well, I didn't really stream Apex then, but like when I would stream through console, which would usually be Dead by Daylight, I would just like take a screen recording sometimes and like go back and look at the match. But I mean now, since like usually if I'm on Apex I'm gonna be live, I can just go back in the VOD. Oh, and also like gun-wise, if you're playing pubs right now when they have like these void weapons, pretty much any of those are like way stronger than any normal guns you would find. Any of the like golden, or I think Mastiff's a red weapon since it's a care package weapon. So yeah, any of those are just way stronger than like pretty much all the normal guns on the ground. But that's just because it's like a special event going on. Pathfinder's pretty good. I think like people didn't really start using him until about, I think around like 2 seasons ago. Cause like he got like his perk reworks and like people didn't really use the one with the energized zip, which makes it to where I don't know how long it stays up, but like for like maybe 30 seconds or something, if anyone's on the zip line, you take like 50% less damage. I think a team in comp started using him because that's like really good for just taking a spot because they can't really kill you when you're on the zipline. And it seems like after that, like everyone started playing Pathfinder in rank. He's always been like one of the more played characters though. Even when he was like in not the greatest state. It's just kind of because of like his grapple is kind of fun, so that kind of always like attracted people.
This is awesome. I'm the jump master.
Yeah, the R9's super good. R9 was kind of like always a really good gun, and then more recently, I think maybe like around 3 seasons ago,
Hold your breath if you have to breathe.
I guess they like got tired of it being a really commonly used weapon, so they started nerfing it over and over. And then after like so many nerfs, it got to the point where like no one was using it, and they thought they like over nerfed it. So I guess the solution was to like put it in the care package, that way they can make it strong, but like you can only have it if you find it in the care package.
Using grapple.
I need a weapon.
Beginning ring countdown.
Someone got hurt
I
there.
don't know.
Someone was not me.
I don't really like fighting Catalyst teams when they're in their building.
Fire, friends. Reloading. Recharging shields. That enemy shield. Broke that enemy shield.
Evo harvesters are now available.
Took out an enemy.
Let's explore this way.
But she died over like where I landed at.
Got my upgrade ready.
Yeah, I pretty much never like fighting Catalyst teams. Cause I think Catalyst is like, Catalyst almost reminds me of Caustic. Like Caustic isn't really meta anymore, like at all. But when Caustic was meta, the only thing that really countered Caustic was a Caustic on your team, because then your Caustic could go into the gas and it wouldn't damage him. And it's kind of like that with Catalyst, where like you can keep breaking down Catalyst doors and like trying to fight them, but like like Catalyst just has such a strong defense, and you can just keep resetting doors over and over if your team has Catalyst. So it's like, in order to fight a Catalyst, you kind of need a Catalyst on your team. That way, once you break their door, you can use your Catalyst's ferro fluid on the door, and then it becomes like your door, so your team's able to open and close it, and the other team can't interact with it. But Catalyst is like really strong, but not meta right now, so it's not often you have a Catalyst on your team. So it's like when you're fighting, when it's usually pretty rough. Yeah, I think Catalyst is probably like the strongest defensive legend right now. Like Caustic Gas isn't really as much of a threat as it used to be, because it doesn't slow you anymore, and that was probably like the biggest thing, because before that, like especially if he threw his ult on you, you pretty much were just dead because you were slowed and taking damage, and then he's shooting you and he can see you. But it's like now, if you stay in the gas, it'll do more and more damage, like faster, but you don't really stay in the gas because you're not slowed in it. And I feel like it's like, maybe if he gets an ult on you and you're in a spot where you can't move from there and you have to stay in the gas, then like it's gonna kill you faster. But it's like that part of the buff, like that was to make up for the nerf that it got, it was like, it didn't really matter, because it's like even the old gas, if you were in a spot that you couldn't leave, it was gonna kill you also. So it's like, it's basically the same,
I'm the jump
just
master. I won't
now
let
you don't get a
down,
slowdown on it.
except by falling. Hold your breath if you have to breathe.
Watson. A lot of people like Watson. She's like. I would probably say. Probably the weakest defensive legend. The thing that's like always held Watson back is that she can't block off doors. I think a lot of people like Watson because she's cute. But no, like she's I mean, there's nothing wrong with like running her. She's like, she got some things that she's like really good at. But I think she's probably like a harder legend to get value out of her kit. I kind of have to kill this raid just so I don't have anything. She's hurt and I've got 4 bullets.
I saw another you. You that won this fight. But they're long gone.
Recharging my shields. 1 sec.
That's so unlucky. Refuse. Yeah, she definitely like. I think with Watson, it's like if they run through your fence and you're right there to where like you can see them, they're pretty much like guaranteed dead because they get a crazy long slow, and I mean it does like 20 damage, but like the more important thing is I think it's like a 2-second slowdown or something. So it's like you pretty much just shoot them while they can't move. But then the thing is, it's like people don't go through the fences really because of that. Because like if they do, they're probably dead. Her ult's pretty good, especially with the new perks where like it'll heal you 2 times faster and you'll have like double the charge in it. Most people load that one. And then now like she has that revive perk that basically makes her revive the same as the support revive, where it's like faster and it'll trigger the auto heal. And then one thing that's like really good about Watson is her ult countering like Gibby and Bangalore, which Bangalore's not super meta right now. She's still really strong, but Gibby's getting a lot more play just because he's a support legend. I mean, he's strong and he got buffed, and then being a support legend, like with them getting the overall buff, kind of made him get played a lot more. She's definitely the best counter to his ult, because if you have that down and they can't just, well, if it's in like a spot that they can't destroy, that it's like it'll just eat all the ult, I guess. Oh, there's the Mastiff. She's not gonna take it? Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, she's crazy. Yeah, I think PK is the worst shotgun right now.
Grappling.
Attention. There is a new kill leader. Optics here. Mid-range.
I wish they would have put all of this like those like crazy guns that are super OP and all that on rank. Cause like it would have been super unbalanced, but it would have been kind of funny to see. Imagine a bunch of little Nessies running around in rank.
Extended energy mag here. Level 4.
I could just imagine the people playing in tournaments or like just comp in general, just like losing their mind if this stuff was in it.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 2.
It's funny though, cause like these weapons technically they have been played in comp. Like I mean, it probably wasn't as big back then,
Optics here.
but I know like the alternator that we have right now, the special one from
New
the
kill leader. Wonder what the
the
plan was.
loot ticks. It's like a season 2 version of the alternator. It was like super OP. So like that was a thing at one point
They're
where
dropping a replicator.
they just have to play in tournaments with that. Like I didn't play the game then, but I remember when I started like, playing a lot in season 5. I saw like clips of people using that alternator, and like it looked OP, but not like I didn't think it was like super crazy. But actually like seeing it in game, it's like it's just crazy. That gun just deletes your shield. And then it can have a 2-4 or a 3x. You can shoot people from really far away. Oh yeah, the Nessies are like super good. I didn't expect them to be, and then the first time I played against them, I was trying to fight a team, and they just kept on shooting at me for like 20 damage every time they'd hit. And there's like 2 of them, and the whole team can happen.
Check your maps to see.
Dang, I wish I didn't miss that shot. Oh, I guess there might be another team. Yeah, Vegas, they were fighting a team, weren't they? When we were first setting up there.
Enemy close. Pick up. Rival here. Never mind.
Yeah, I've had some times where like I have a hard time shooting the Nessies. I think this is funny too, how they'll try to thirst people. What if the Nessie could do a finisher?
The champion has been eliminated. Attention, the kill leader has been eliminated.
Right here, got one.
I'm surprised to see crypto. There was a lot of people on crypto last season, but like before that, crypto was not really played a whole lot, and then it seems like people aren't playing him as much this season. But I mean, he doesn't really counter Gibby anymore, and they got rid of him being able to just sit invisible. I think that was a big reason why people started playing him a lot last season, because of the perk system. Well, they already had the perk system in the game, but they gave him a new perk where he could just be invisible when he's in the drone, which is pretty strong. Like you get some people that would just go to the very center where the final zone's gonna end, and they'd go invisible there, and they would pretty much guarantee second place. I feel like it takes a lot longer to find a match when you queue in the match. Like whenever I go to lobby and I try to find a match, it seems like it's way faster.
Gotta hop up here. Boosted loader.
Oh. Now I found one. Yeah, that's true. Is it almost 4 AM there also? It's 3:45 here. Yeah, I've heard a couple of the voice lines when you ping them. I've heard like Lifelines, Revenant, I think Conduit, I've heard Horizons, I think Wraith.
Introducing your champion.
Run fast, hit fast, win fast.
Let's land here. Here we go. Ready up. Let's do this. Ready to check it out over there.
I think that skin was in a more recent event. I can't remember whose like heirloom or whatever it was that came with that event. I can't remember which one it was. But I remember I didn't really like a lot of the skins in the event, but I liked that Wraith one and I was tempted to get it. Charge rifle. Yeah, I'm dead.
It's time to say goodbye.
You'll be alright. I gotcha. That was the whole squad.
No quarter given.
I leveled up, friends. Time to get an upgrade.
Thanks for that. Need to recharge
Evo
my shield.
harvesters are now available.
Healing up. I already know it.
Giving my shields a recharge. Picked an upgrade, friends.
Yeah, charge rifle off drop is pretty rough. I haven't had to do that in a long time. I'm not a huge fan of 30-30, but I'll take that over charge rifle.
10 seconds. Ring's just patching myself up. On my marker. Cracked an enemy shield. Listen, let's move here.
Broke that enemy shield. Giving my
I think someone's
shields a
targeting me.
recharge.
Getting shot at. Reloading. Enemy shield broken. Frag out.
I am repairing
The 30-30? It's not
Enemy shield broken.
it's not
Grenade.
in the greatest spot right now. It's because it was like super meta, so they kind of nerfed it pretty hard.
grenade. Watch out.
It's like
Incoming care package. I'm low blue.
it's not in the greatest spot itself, and then the G7 is a gun that like fits a similar role, and the G7 got buffed while the 30-30 got nerfed, so it's like it made it towards like there's not really much reason to use the 30-30.
Making contact with enemy. Taking fire. I broke an enemy shield. Put the contact. Let's here.
The enemies are shooting at me.
Let's displace here.
Just the Wraith DC.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Right here.
I didn't realize Bangalore was down.
It's tough, but that's the game.
This kind of what's
I love this game.
on their team, right? I didn't think she was on their team because at first it looked like she was shooting at them.
Let's go over there. Get if you need it.
I wonder how much longer World's Edge is the map for pups. I think because after this it's gonna be Broken Moon. Ah, only 9 minutes. I wonder what the ranked rotation, well, it won't just be ranked, but like, because pubs will be the same, but I wonder what the map rotation will be after the first split. Which is, what, 18 days left? I would assume E-District would be in, because, like, that's the newest map. But, to be fair, I would have thought E-District would have been in this rotation. Oh yeah, definitely. Like I think it was even worse until last season, because you used to not get like now you have like a little red outline on an enemy, and you used to not get that. Like I think not last season, but like towards the end of the season before that, I remember I had a match in ranked where there was a lifeline on my team and she was fighting another lifeline, and I shot up my lifeline like with like a lot of shots because I thought she was the enemy lifeline. Yeah, I want to say I had like a burst weapon, like a hemlock or something, and I shot her with like 3 bursts, and I'm like, wait, she's not taking damage.
I've seen it all. Nothing surprises me. Introducing your champion.
I'm the jump master. This time.
I hope you.
Here we go.
You're in view of the enemy.
I guess there are a couple teams. I think that sucks because I started, I was gonna land here, but then I didn't think a lot of teams are coming, so I started to go away.
Safety's off.
again.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 2. Contact. On my marker.
I am taking fire.
Cracked an enemy shield.
Contact with hostile.
Taking a moment to reach.
Getting shot at. Enemy shot. Enemy down.
I have fallen. But how can we fall?
Enemy spotted.
Every little choice changes the path. Next ring's
Cracked an enemy shield.
enemy taken out.
That was the whole pop in the chimney. Ring closer in 1.
Reloading. Need to recharge my
Tight.
shield.
I got your back.
45 seconds. Rings far.
Heard someone this way.
Healing up. Eyes are open though.
Evo harvesters are online.
Taking a moment to reach.
Giving a sec. Recharging shield.
Kill leader appointed.
Yeah, I usually like landing with at least one team. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of the drops where you'll drop and there's like 20 teams. Cause then at that point it's just like, it's just kind of more on luck, I guess. Sometimes I'll take crazy drops like that if I like just don't care about the ranked match, or
Reloading.
in pubs I'm more likely to do it.
Use the net as your guide. The ring is moving.
Shield broken. Enemy down. Reloading.
Reloading. Got company. That was the whole squad. No quarter
I wish we went for a wall bounce there.
Helmet here. Peacekeeper here. Good for close combat. Shotgun bolt here. Level 3.
Oh, the one at I don't know the name of that spot, but it's on Broken Moon, right? Yeah, that spot gets a lot of people. Like I was just thinking about how it's gonna be Broken Moon, unless we die really soon, by like probably by the time this match ends. I was like, yeah, if I do play on Broken Moon, I'll probably drop at that spot. That dome is because I think it's just because of when Alter showed up, like the sky was messed up, and I don't think they like gave a exact reason, but I think something with that, like
Optics here. Close range.
I don't know, like damage the map or like that area. Actually, no, I think they did get more reasoning. I want to say like something blew up or something crashed there because of that. But as far as like what the dome actually does, I'm not really sure. I know the one on Olympus that's kind of similar to that is because of the... It had something to do with like Pathfinder's lore. Yeah, I want to say with like the Branthium blowing up or something.
Another level.
I think a lot of things on Apex are just
Path's chosen.
because
Got an
something
idea
blew
where it
up.
leads. Punching a tunnel.
Shots fired at me. Broken enemy shield.
Hostile spotted.
Reloading. Taking a moment to recharge my shields. I bathed.
I set the portal.
He's pushing with no health. Look how low his health is. Oh, he must have had this person.
We got company, people.
Frag out.
Yeah, he was at him weak. I was gonna say, I'm like, he's pushing. I thought he was pushing a 3-man when he's pushing with his health like that.
Oscar Mike. Spotted. Giving my shields a recharge.
Enemy shield broken.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
Reloading. Reloading.
Marking our surroundings. Healing my wounds.
Tower for us.
Put the lead down range. Hostile spotted.
didn't realize I didn't reload it. I thought I got the
your
reload off
back.
before I got off the jump tower. Dang, it hit him for like 49. I think 50 would have probably killed him.
Healing up. Eyes are open though.
Contact.
Need to recharge my shields.
Hostile over there.
Taking contact.
Healing. Watch my back.
Recharging my shield.
Marking our surroundings.
It's like pretty much impossible to catch him just because he's a Pathfinder. Unless they have a jump tower, they don't. I don't know. I think he went underground here. We might be able to cut him off.
Next ring is not close.
Reloading.
I didn't realize he had the heirloom master.
Smart. Kill leader down.
Replicator touching down. Optics here. Close range. Always better than iron sight. Hostiles making noise that way.
Crafting. One moment.
Heads up. Dropping the plane. Fire. Draining right at you.
It's closing in one. We're not very close. Killed an enemy.
I'll go for on your victory.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Let's displace here.
The Nessie was trying to thirst her.
Reloading.
45 seconds. Ring
I
swap.
don't know if I should.
Taking a moment to recharge.
Getting shot at.
Let's relocate here.
Arcstar at. 1 second. We got this.
Broken enemy shield. Reloading. Taking a moment to
And it says like I don't know if I should try to shoot that person in the back, no blood on, or if I should go for her revive.
Marking our surroundings. Recharging my shield.
Placing a portal.
Recharging my shield.
Set the portal. Enemy shield broken. Reloading. I downed an enemy. Heads up. The ring's moving.
Took out the inside.
I'm taking shots.
Up to the last one. Get some.
One squad remains. Best finish.
Reloading.
Hands on high. Favor from the gods.
Need to recharge my shields.
Let us go this way.
I felt bad for poking that Nessie. I should have just let it live its life and shoot at us.
Our fate is in marking our surroundings.
Fire extract an enemy shield. Reloading.
Reloading.
Taking fire.
Reloading.
Yeah, I feel bad for the Nessie.
You are the Apex champions.
Yeah, the animations definitely make it where like some of them feel like they move way faster than others. Like I swear if I'm on like Newcastle I feel so much slower than like well, I guess everyone. I know Gibby used to make me feel like that, and I know there's like always been a lot of people who will say that they don't play him because he feels slow. I think when Gibby got his heirloom in season 7, I had got it, and after I started using that, I felt like I didn't move as slow on him. I don't know, I think it's just something about like the way he holds the weapon compared to how he runs like just default. It feels like, I don't know, like a big difference. So I don't know, maybe if I like took that off and I just ran like default, maybe I'd feel slow, but I know on Newcastle I feel like I move so slow. I wasn't sure what the Revenant was doing. It was like he stopped moving for a second when I went into phase, and I was like, is he gonna let me try to get the kidnap on him? Because like I was fine with either getting the kidnap or like trying to block a door off with the portal. That way if he took it, he would end up going like coming out on the other side near my teammates. But it's like he stopped for a second, and that kind of like threw me off. Like I never seen anyone like just let you take the, or let you get the kidnap on them. It's Broken Moon. Yeah, Olympus is pretty cool. It there's like really good loot. Oh, I got the same teammate. That was the Bangalore, I think. Who should I play?
My name is Wraith, and we have a job to do.
Yeah, that's pretty good because you get points for your whole team, and then you also get info. Like the survey hits for it gives the whole team like 75 points towards your evo, and then I believe the green console is like 250.
I'm the jump master. This time.
I'm gonna give you the bottom line up front. You lost this one. Come get some.
Here we go. They might have seen you. I think I may have been spotted. Let me check it out over there.
Gonna recon that way.
I did not expect this many people to land right now. Like I expected a lot in this area, just not so many in this exact spot.
Danger close.
Reloading. Enemy down. Focus.
Dog, stay with me. And keep the healing.
Getting shot at.
Hey, you didn't smuggle any food in, did you? I could eat a Leviathan.
Oh, that's crazy. Getting a Mastiff just straight off. Like I'm pretty sure if you hit it'd have to be like most of the pellets would have to land as a headshot. But I want to say if you get really a good headshot that it would one-shot someone right now if they're on white shield. actually hit her for 144. I don't even know if any of that hit on the head. It might have just been off of a body shot. It definitely feels awkward using that Mastiff when, like, I think everyone's used to the Mastiff now where it like shoots really fast. I think they're pretty cool. Cause what all ones are there? There's the phase shift one. There's the Nessies. There's. I'm trying to decide who to play. I'll play Watson since we were talking about Watson earlier. There's like 2 heal ones. Where like one of them is like a team heal, where I guess you just heal your teammates when you're nearby them. And then I think the other one just like will passively heal you or something. I haven't really messed with those 2 very much. I know they had one where like if you aimed you would hover in the air, but it was bugged, so they got rid of that.
I'm the jump master. Don't look so shocked.
And player of the game is Conduit.
Yeah, I think the phase shift one is really good. That's like the
find
one
me
I take the
before I
most.
find you.
Although I don't. Is it still in the game? 'Cause I haven't really seen it lately. I think if I could pick like any of them, I probably would take either that or the Nessie one. Probably the Nessie one. Funny having an army of Nessies.
Together. Just topping up my shields. Who beats a champion? I wish Papa could see me now. Just topping up my shields.
I always forget that control legends have more health in the end zone.
I broke an enemy shield. Setting a fence. If the fence gets crossed, you know. I believe this upgrade will light the way.
Evo harvesters are now available.
Replicator there. Use it while you can. Recharging my shields. I'm already in the ring. What a relief. I have a teammate banner. Replicator there. Use it while you can.
They both left.
Taking a minute to heal up. Just topping up my shield.
Yeah, I do that too sometimes. Like at first, when they both died, I was gonna go in and fight that team. But I saw there were two of them that were like really close to each other, and I was like, nah. I was like, maybe if I could have like, if they were a little separate and I could have like tried to fight some 1v1s, like if they were like split enough to where there was enough time to like try to do quick 1v1s.
I leveled up. With my new upgrade, I shall go Electron. Checkmate. No more storms. Fence in position. Just topping up my shield. Upgraded and good to go. Look at me now, Papa. An enemy shield. Just topping up my shield.
I wish I had my Watson ult now. This Horizon team's gonna end up pushing me. Should probably leave.
Recharging my shield.
Yeah, they had left. That's why I didn't go and replicate them. I was on the way to do it, but they ended up both leaving.
I have a long walk to the next ring. Look, it's raining replicators. I'm in trouble.
That gun hits so hard. I got shot like by like 2 bullets. It took off 75 HP.
I make it look easy, don't I?
It's too bad that when she threw her bracelet, it ended up landing up on that high ground. Because when she threw it, like I was hurt, but if she would have landed it on low, then I was gonna shoot her when she came out of it. Yeah, the G7's pretty strong. Yeah, it is the relic one. But it's like, even the normal one's strong, because like the difference with the relic one and the normal one is the relic one shoots way faster, but it hits for way less. And it's like the normal one shoots not as fast as that one, but pretty fast, but it hits a lot harder. I think I would be using G7 this season if it wasn't for the support meta, where like everyone has shields. Because like with the meta being like that, if you get like a down on someone that's like far, well definitely if they're far, but like even if they're like mid range, it's like it doesn't really matter just because they have so many legends with shields where they can get the revive. It's like this meta kind of makes it to where you have to run like shotgun then fight up close, that way you can actually fully kill the team. But like before this season, I was using G7 kind of a lot. It's really good in rank too, because it's like it's a good gun in itself, and then it's good for if people are like really far, you can just like shoot at them while they're fighting other teams, and you may like pick up a kill or two for free. Which is what? I should have did this when the Horizon spawned. I always forget that I have that emote. Oh, the gun I got shot with, it was the alternator, but it was the relic one. It has disruptor rounds, so it does more damage to shields. And because it's the season 2 variant, SMGs could use optics that were past the 2x back then. So she probably had a 3x or the 2.4 that it comes with when you get it out of the box. But it just shreds through your shields. I don't know the exact number of like how much it hits for, but I think I only got shot by like 2 bullets and she took off that much shield. Like I was using it earlier, and it was like just like a super easy match because of it. I was trying to think, I was like, isn't there a relic weapon that has a digi on it? But yeah, it's the wingman, I believe. I haven't really seen it a whole lot. I think the best relic weapons right now are probably like alternator, mastiff, and wingman. It's like all the relic weapons are really strong, but like those ones are just like crazy how fast they can kill you.
Nothing like cold steel on a hot day.
Right now the relic weapons are wingman, mastiff, Spitfire, G7, Prowler.
This is your champion.
I think that's it. I know there's like a bunch of them, but they're just kind of like releasing them as the season goes on.
I'm the jump master.
But I think that's all the ones that are available right now.
Hold on tight. It's time to drop, shock, and rock.
I know ones that they've shown, like in a trailer, was the charge rifle was supposed to get one. And then there's gonna be one that's a gun that they haven't had in the game yet. It's from, well, I mean, all the guns were from Titanfall technically, but it's a grenade launcher from Titanfall called I think EMG. And that one's not supposed to come out until December 17th. Yeah. This is the normal G7. It's like it's not as fast, but if I can actually hit someone, it should hit harder than the other one.
Wouldn't let down range. An enemy grenade. Reloading. Up in the chimney. Repeat on left.
Yeah, it's supposed to let you rocket jump. That one I really wish, well, I mean it's not out, so maybe it will be, but from what they were saying, it's not going to be in the normal game, it'll only be in this mode, but I really wish that that one would have been in, like, the normal game. I'd like to see that one in ranked.
Found an enemy. Close. Any closer, I'd be behind them.
I'm not sure. I hope not. I don't know if it's gonna be like the throwing knife, or like the throwing knife's in the game, but it's only in gun run. So I don't know if like the EMG will only be around certain times, or if like
Making contact with enemy.
Yep.
I mean they could put it in the normal game. I that's what I hope they do, but I don't know. I know they're gonna have a hard time getting it into comp. If they do put it in comp, like, they're gonna really complain, because they've always complained of like about not wanting a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher in Apex. The people that play in comp. So like, if they were complaining about it before it was even in the game, then they definitely will if they ever do actually put it in there. Like, I don't know. I feel like I think it'd be fine to have it in the normal game if it's like a care package only weapon. Make it like Kraber, where it's like not something you see too often.
Fancy a bit of a blather?
This is your champion.
I'm not a pawn. I'm here to break the game.
Yeah, I think just because of it having splash damage.
It's not that kind of ride.
Like, I remember when Fortnite was out, I think like for the longest they had the grenade launcher and the rocket launcher, and they were super strong, and I don't know if they have them nowadays. I know for a while they got rid of them. Yeah, I remember the grenade launcher in Fortnite being like, I don't know if I'd say like super OP, kind of. I mean, I guess to be fair, like you could build on there, but it was really strong, because I think it had like at least 6 shots in it before it had to reload, and it would reload really fast. You could just spam people with grenades.
Eye sharp. A baddie landed nearby.
I think she landed on a Mastiff.
We spot a bomber.
I downed an enemy.
I have a hard time hitting for big damage on the Prowler. I used to like Prowler a lot before it got nerfed quite a bit.
Enemy shields. Oh no. Land's gotcha. Shields recharging.
Nazis are chasing him down.
Recharging. Enemy down.
you like my up?
You damn good, Doc. Come on back now.
I guess they killed someone that was AFK. Yeah, it you can use it from a decent distance. Like some people will throw on a bruiser,
The next ring.
but it's a SMG, so it's like it's definitely like supposed to be more of a up close gun. It used to be super OP, but it got nerfed, so it's like it's kind of weird right now. I don't really see people use it. Messages are funny. I didn't know that there was someone there. I don't know if I'm just blind or if she didn't ping. I don't think she pinged. If she didn't, I wonder why she didn't ping that someone is there. Like, I mean, I still killed her, but I could have not, you know, taken so much damage getting shot because I didn't expect her to be there. Oh, when I kept flying up, yeah. I think Horizon's like, she's not as meta right now, and she's got nerfed, but I think she's still like so broken. Like the only legend I think that's stronger than her is like Newcastle or Lifeline, but like Horizon's just her own thing. Like they're strong because like the shields and the revive, but like she can just fly around because it's like when that team's down there and they're getting their revive on their Newcastle, and like there was a team by them that was shooting at them a little, and then they have me flying up there, and it's like they can't look at me because I'm up there, and like they just stare straight up trying to shoot me. They're probably not gonna hit me because it's kind of hard to shoot at someone that's right above you, and then they're gonna get killed by the other team, and like then if she lands, she doesn't have any stagger, and she like moves better while she's in air, and then if she throws her ult at you, it's pretty strong. Like I think her whole kit is just like super busted. The Muslims are so good. It's like they got nerfed because they were the best gun for the majority of last season. They didn't get nerfed until like maybe the last like 2 weeks, 3 weeks at most. But they used to, the spread was a little better, so like, well, at least at a range it was, so like you could hit people for higher damage if they were far away, and they used to shoot faster. So it's like they would just delete you. I mean, they still can. Like a lot of times, I feel like they kill fast, and like a lot of times for me, I don't even full auto them. I kind of like pace my shots a little, so I'm not even shooting them as fast as they can shoot. So I feel like I do that because it makes it easier for me to hit shots. Like if I just full auto, I feel like I miss more. Yeah, last season they were even better. I've kind of been liking using the Hemlock lately, even though it got nerfed, and like it's not as strong as it was, and Nemesis is probably stronger than it, just because like same thing. They're both burst weapons. The Nemesis shoots 4 bullets, and it has like one of the quickest time to kills if it is spins up, but like you have to shoot it for it to do that. And then also because of it being an energy weapon, like the drop on it is like less of a drop when you shoot at people that are really far. So I think it is better than the Well, it definitely is better than the Hemlock, but like I've kind of been enjoying running the Hemlock the last like 2 or 3 days. I'm not really sure, cause I don't really play on PC lobbies. It's like super rare. I know people were saying there were a lot of cheaters kind of lately. Well, not like lately, but like towards the start of the season, kind of. But I haven't been hearing as much, like more recently. So I don't know. Maybe they did kind of do something about it. Cause I know like with console, we were having a whole lot of teamers. And I've only seen teamers like once, at most twice this season. So they definitely did something about that. So they probably did do something about the cheaters on PC. So before this season, it was just awful on console. If you were in like D3 and up, then it was pretty much every game. You'd get like people that were at least 6-manning, and a lot of them were doing like 9-man. The highest I saw was a team that was 15 people that were all playing together. It's like 25% of the whole lobby is just all on one team. Yeah, I'm glad they're like actually doing something about it right now though, or at least seem to be. I got a hacker the other day on Dead by Daylight, like maybe 3 days ago. Speaking of which, I should play a match of the new killer. Yeah, DBD's pretty bad with hackers sometimes. Like the person that I got that was hacking was actually streaming, so that kind of like tells you how bad DBD can be about taking care of cheaters. Because you'll get some they'll just stream and they're blatantly just showing that they're like full on cheating and nothing happens. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Like one does more like, I think he streams also, but he usually does like YouTube videos. And then there's a couple that they just stream, like and it's not even like subtle cheats. It's just like full on flying around, insta heal, just doing whatever they want.
Still got business to say. You smell him anywhere?
Yeah, pretty much. When I opened his stream, they also had like modded skins and stuff. So he was playing Sable, and she was running around, not naked, unfortunately, but almost naked. She had what does she have on? I don't think she had a thong on. I think he had like a bathing suit or something. But he had that, and then like one of his friends that I had worried as Michael was they had their character look like Leatherface, which looked so weird because it looked like Michael just picked up Leatherface and killed him. At least how bad Dead by Daylight enjoyed. now that I think about it, I think like something like that would get them to want to crack down on cheaters more. The modding Leatherface as your skin thing, because they could run into legal issues if they have like where it looks like Leatherface is getting killed by Michael in their game, because usually like license holders want their IP to be portrayed in a way that makes them look you know, like good or like the strongest or whatever. So something like that would they could get in trouble with that. So like I could see like if that becomes really common again, they'll probably do something about it, because like modding got really popular for a little while on DBD and they got rid of it. They made it like a bannable offense because of stuff like that. That, and then people were just using it to cheat. Like people would make the trappers traps like a glowing red, so you would just see them no matter what. Yeah, that's why like in 2v8, so far from what they've said, they aren't going to be able to have license killers in there because of just license holders being really weird about how their character is and how they interact with like other licensed characters, which it seems like they don't care about the different survivors interacting with killer, but like I guess it's different when it comes to like two killers interacting in a match with each other. It's the dev team is Behavior Interactive. They're a Canadian based dev team. I got used to Apex. It feels weird now being on here. I always forget this map doesn't have windows in some of the, I think most or all of the jungle gyms actually. Kind of wanted to try to get the down on Nancy, but this one has no mither, so I had to pick her up before she picked herself up. Yeah, a lot of times I'll be on killer. When I was playing earlier, I played like 5 hours of killer, and I got off for like maybe like 30 minutes at most. And when I got back on at the start of this stream, I played Survivor for like, I don't know, maybe like an hour or something. think the scariest thing to go against in Survivor is probably like maybe like Dredge or something. Like Dredge didn't come out until like about 3 years ago now, I think. And I feel like if Dredge would have came out when I was newer to DPD, like he probably would have terrified me. I felt like even with like having a lot of time against Dredge, I felt like he was like kind of a little creepier to go against when he had his main power up, Nightfall.
Stop, you whining. Fine.
Hopefully the Claudia doesn't have off the record. Of course.
Look at you. You're the best. Find me a rat. Hurry!
I could hook her and get pain runs, but I think the better play is just try and get to the hook.
So. You lump of vermin. Find me a rat.
fight. Come back! Now!
Alright, Starbutter, you did the same. I probably gotta get off soon too. Either that or just play Dead by Daylight for like 32 hours straight. I don't know. I'm not really sleepy. Like, earlier for a little bit I was, but like I feel like I got to the point where I was like, get like past being kind of sleepy, and like now I'm just not really. Sounds like a plan. I'll play like 32 hours of DVD and never want to play it again. I'll like strictly play Apex after that.
Yeah.
I used to be able to play like really long consistently. Like, I wouldn't know. I don't know. I wouldn't say like I often played for 24 hours, but I could play for 24 hours sometimes. And like now, I mean I could, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't play DVD for like a week or two after that. Definitely like 12 hours or something. Like, yeah, I used to do that all the time, especially on like Fridays and Saturdays when everything was on. Yeah, sometimes.
I still got business to settle. You smell him anywhere?
When's the last time you played? Oh, were you asking about Apex? I thought you were asking about Dead by Daylight. But I guess either one. Or both. Also just a little bit ago. Where's the new map? Are you talking about the like snowy one? Because there was a new map that was on the PTB, but they said it wasn't going to come to live. I think they said it wouldn't come until the mid-chapter update. So in like January? But yeah, no, if you ever want to play, just send an invite or let me know. I like that they gave the dog skins. Well, a skin right now. It's just too bad it's a poodle. I'm not really a huge fan of poodles, so I'm kind of like hesitant to get this one. Poodle slander, you like them? Yeah, they have Alucard. There's Dracula, but I always have his other skin on.
I'm a
I think it's, where is it? Looks like the one from like the Netflix show. And then I have the Alucard skin.
Cost is irrelevant. My will stands.
Yeah, before the update that came out today, before this one, the last one, well there was like a mid chapter, like basically like a mid-season update, but before that, like the last like actual new thing we got was Castlevania. Yeah, they have like everything on here now. The battle pass that's going on right now has Soma. I'm not like super familiar with Castlevania other than the Netflix show, which even that I haven't seen all of it. I only saw a little bit actually. But what is this character from? Is he from like the games, or is he from the newer Castlevania show? Oh, I was talking about Soma. This one. I never really played as Trevor. I don't think I've ever played as him actually, because I think when the update came out, I got the Alucard skin and just used that one. He's not very good for hiding. He's kind of taller and he has a giant cape, but I mean I don't really hide anyway, I guess, to be fair. Yeah, they have like everything. The Castlevania was the last update. Before that was Dungeons and Dragons. Dracula's Cruise. Doesn't sound too bad.
Humanity is a plague that must be eradicated.
Prepare yourself, you old salt.
I think so far as like the licensed ones go, they have Michael, Leatherface, Freddy. Which Freddy's, it sounds like he might be getting a rework in January. Finally. Pig from Saw, well, that's a skin on her, but Ghostface is weird because like Ghostface is licensed, he's Ghostface, but like they have it where he's technically their character because like the way they wrote up the license and the way they put him into the game, it's supposed to be like they bought the license for the Ghostface mask, not the license to like Scream from the first movie, like, or well, not like Scream from like the first Scream movie. That's why when he came out, he has like his own outfit, and he's like the character that's wearing the mask and all that. That's Ghostface is like not one from the movies. He's a character that like they wrote their own lore on. It's weird. It's like he's technically their license, but they did end up getting the license, I guess, for the costume from the first Scream movie though, because they did end up adding it. Yeah, I saw Mortal Kombat had just added him like last week. The next big update is, well, there's like going to be a mid chapter, but then after that, like the next like actual full chapter is supposed to be another licensed one, which they haven't said what it is, and then the one after that will be Five Nights at Freddy's, which that one will probably be huge. Yeah, they have Nemesis and they have Wesker. And then for like Survivor's side, they have most of the protagonists from the game. I think like the only ones they don't have are, surprisingly, they don't have a skin that's for Ashley, which I feel like they'll probably do that at some point. That would definitely sell really well. And then they don't have, oh, they don't have Ethan. Like other than that, I mean, they have like Claire, Chris, Joe, Leon, Sheva, Rebecca, Ada. Yeah, I've seen like a little of like one. I never played fully through or I've never like played all the way through it myself, but like I played 2, well, the remake of 2, the remake of 3, not all of 4, which I've been meaning to play. Then I played 7 like a billion times, and I played 8 a couple times. I was actually thinking of playing through 7 again, because I only need like one more trophy for to have like all the trophies on it. Just kind of thinking of like playing through it and getting the last thing I needed. Yeah, Resident Evil is really good. Yeah, that's 7. They just recently made Nemesis a lot stronger. But I feel like it kind of see people on him again pretty often. Yeah, that's like a license kit. Well, oh, and then also Vecna from Dungeons and Dragons. That's all the licensed characters, or like licensed killers. And then they have like some are skins, like for Blight he has a skin of William Birkin. And like Legion has Hunk. They do surveys every now and then, and I believe in the last survey they had, like, so like the surveys and part of it, they'll have like where they'll ask who are characters from licenses that people would like for them to add into the game, and I'm pretty sure that the last one that they had Bloodborne as one of the options. I don't know if they gave specific characters. I think they just said like characters from Bloodborne. I want to say they had that and like Elden Ring. They had like a lot of options, but I want to say both of those were in there. I've never played Bloodborne, but I've heard it's really good. I should have played Ranked World's Edge. I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and get off. But I'll probably be up to where I can play some Ranked World's Edge before the map changes. Yeah, this character's got an interesting design. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, and I'll probably be on in a couple hours. For a second, I thought you said that you were gonna try to catch me next year. I was like, dang, that's like a whole, what, month and a day away. No problem. Yeah, I'll be on soon.